Hello and welcome to this Impact Save on TEW 2020, and welcome to the first show, of course, which is Before the Impact. I am Toonboy. Welcome, and I hope you enjoy the series going ahead. I'm new to this, so please do give me a bit of leeway as this goes on. This will, as I say, is my first time, so let's just see. If you've got any help, of course, put it down in the comments. Like the video, of course. Enough of that. We will have one episode of Before the Impact and Impact on today's video. Okay, so let's start. In an extremely short pre-show match, Norway defeated Hikalu, I don't know how you can say that, by 2:59 by pinfall, 34 for Norway and 36 for the other guy. You will learn I can't say names very well. And we start with a 46. Of course, the show opens and everybody's showing like, yay, Before the Impact. And an angle featuring Scott D'Amore gets us a 34. He's in the ring and he's saying, oh, there's a new owner of Impact and we will reveal who this new owner is. Of course, me, but you don't know who it is yet. On Impact this week. So stay tuned and you'll get to know who the new owner is. Remember, this show only goes for half an hour. 35 in a decent match. Jordan Grace defeated Tennille Dashwood in 8:30 with a fall from Grace. Of course, this is for the Impact Digital Media title. Jordan Grace with a 41, Tennille Dashwood with a 42. And then an angle with Moose. Moose cuts a promo, hyping up his upcoming match with Josh Alexander. Of course, Josh Alexander will be the #1 contender to the Impact World Championship. And that is, of course, the Impact storyline will be advanced with this segment. 45. And in our main event, and in a bout that had a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling, Fala Baha defeated Joey Doring at 7:28 by pinfall with the Avalanche Splash, 32, 30 for Baha, 40 for Doring, and Eric Young, of course, at ringside did some good work. 32. Finish show gives us a 35. Your show appeared worse because your music production is slightly worse than one of our rivals. A 35. Anyway, on to Impact. We are live with Impact as we start the show in front of 300 people at center stage. We start with a decent pre-show match when Laredo Kid defeats Zicky Dice. It's 7 minutes 17 with pinfall, 45, 49 for Kid, and 36 for Dice. Great chemistry. Good start. Great chemistry. All right, Impact. Here we go. Bang, bang, bang. All the music video plays. 44, Cardona benefited from Flavor of the Month. And then we start in the ring with Scott D'Amore. Scott D'Amore comes out. He says, welcome to Impact. Big news this week. We have a brand new owner, and I am going to reveal him momentarily. 33 rated segment. And Scott D'Amore points to the ramp. Of course, a big video plays, and it is Brian Alvarez, the man that has, well, if you've listened to his podcast, has slated Impact TNA for years, comes out, the crowd are stunned into silence, comes into the ring, takes the microphone, and he says, now it's time for a change. You all know who I am, and now I'm going to take Impact to the next level. I have watched TNA Impact for so many years. I am now going to make sure that this show is the hottest wrestling show each and every week. Crowd are silent, but of course, Angle got the crowd hotter, which is good. 34-44, we kick things off in a bout that had a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Grayson Ellerin defeated Lee and Young in 9:38. 34 for Ellerin, 44 for Grace, 43 for Young, 36 for Lee. Crowd got hotter for the opening contest for 44, and Grayson Ellerin pick up the win. Backstage in the office, Brian Alvarez is sitting back in his chair, looking round, thinking, I am the man. And then Scott D'Amore comes in and he says, you wanted to see me, boss? He says, yes, I did actually, Scott. I want you to get Moose and bring him to me. I want a word with him. Of course, the TNA champion, the Impact Championship is on the line tonight. Moose versus Josh Alexander. Why does Brian Alvarez want to speak to Moose? In our next contest, Brian Myers and Matthew Rewalt, I never know how to say his name. I'm going to change it back to English. It'd be so much easier. Defeated Cardona and Swan in 7:41. 35 for Matthew, 35 for Brian Myers, 52 for Rich Swan, and 46 for Matt Cardona. 35 for that one. And then we see Brian Alvarez and Moose, but the camera can't hear what they're saying. And then all of a sudden the door slams shut in the cameraman's face. So Brian Alvarez, Moose talking for a 39 segment. Back into the ring, Trey Miguel, the X Division champion, going to take on Ace Austin, but this ends in a double count out after 10:08. Trey Miguel 49, Ace Austin 48. And Ace Austin benefited from having a hot new move, 43 rated segment. And then in the back, we see the Decay, all 4 members, found a book. I don't know what's going on here, but they were just sort of just looking at a book and then recounting spells, I think it was. Very spooky kind of thing. 43 segment. And then just before we're just about to pan away, Rosemary grabs the camera and goes, we're waiting and we will get what we want. And then throws the camera away. As we move on to the next segment, backstage still, Cole Alexander, Doc Gallows, well, just about to get an interview and saying, well, there's nobody to challenge for our Impact tag team titles. As Dave Finlay, Juice Robinson walk up and go, well, how about next week you take us on for them championships? And the laugh and go, you two? New Japan rejects. Okay, next week you're on. And so the match is booked for next week, 45 rated segment. And we go to James Storm and Eric Young, as Young defeated James Storm by underhanded tactics at 10:22. James Storm with a 44, Eric Young with a 44 for a 35 rated segment. Thought it could be a little bit better, but hopefully that will improve over time. A music video is to promote Mercedes Martinez, and she is going to come in the next few weeks. Coming soon to Impact, 31 rated segment. Angle with Jay White. Jay White is in it, like looking at, like has his head through like round the door. Trying to think of the way to say that, round the door, but we can't see who he's speaking to. And again, it's all mystery. As for a 69 rated segment, nice. As Jay White, who is Jay White talking to? We'll never know as the segment ends. And then we see Josh Alexander is walking down the hallway. He's getting ready, he's taping his wrists. 27 rated segment. Ooh, not very good, but his championship match with Moose is coming up next. Who is going to take home the Impact World title? It is Moose. Moose wins in 12:51 with a lights out following interference from Brian Alvarez. Alvarez runs down, clogs Alexander from behind. Moose takes advantage. We've got Moose with a 55, Alexander with a 52. Unbelievable. Alexander benefited from the amazing form. 52 rated segment. Alvarez, though, well, he hands the title over to Moose, raises his arm in the air, and as Impact goes off the air, Brian Alvarez has, well, it seems like we have who he's picked for his champion. Moose, he's got Moose on his side as Impact fades to black. Final rating 48. We increased our population in 33 popularity in 33 regions. We would have gained one in Canada, but we didn't have enough viewers. We don't have much storyline, so we need to improve that, and we need to improve our music. 48 overall. Well, guys, what do you think about that for our first show? How do you think I went for the first show? Please put your comments down below. Please do like the video if you do like it. If there's any tips you can give me, please do. I'm more than happy to listen to it, of course, as the first show for this week. I've been Toon Boy. Thanks very much for watching. See you next time.